And this one woman, she says to me, "I feel like I'm failing." And I said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "I'm always feeling like I'm failing. I'm trying to build my business, and in doing so, I feel like I'm failing as a mom because there are times when I just can't be there doing everything for my kids, and I feel like I'm failing as a mom, and then I feel like I'm failing as a wife because I put so many hours into my business that I don't give my husband as much time as I would like to, and then I'm failing at my business." So I take time away from my business to be with my kids and to be with my husband. And then ultimately, I feel like if I had that time, I could have been doing more with my business. So I feel like I'm just failing at my business. And it's this theme of feeling like I'm just not good enough in all of these areas. And I thought that was like so profound and so interesting because it's a different way of thinking than me as a dad and as a husband. It's different. But what was fascinating is this one woman client that we have. Her name is Lindsay. She had this conversation with me, and she says, "This is the way that I feel." And she's like, "I'm just wondering if I just have to accept the business where it is. If I if it's just it is what it is." And I said, well, let's talk about this for a little bit. Like, what are your non-negotiables? And she said, "Well, I have to be there for my kids at the bus stop." And it's not that I couldn't have somebody else do it. It's just that I want to be there. Like 2:30, my kids get dropped off. I want to shut my laptop down. I want to be with my kids, and I want to spend that time. I go, "Okay, all right, spend the time." And she says, "And I want to be able to cook dinner for my husband." For me, I want to do that. It's not that I have to. I want to do that. It's a way that makes me feel good. And then have dinner with the family. And so be it. And I like taking my weekends off. And, I don't want to have to work on the weekends. And I said, "Okay. So what makes you think you have to settle for the business the way it is?" And she's like, "'Cause I don't want to have to work longer. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to do this." Let's try something. One of the things I learned from Tony Robbins is that if you ask better questions, you get better answers. So could you ask me a better question? And so she said, "Okay, how can I grow my business while being able to be there at 2:30 for my kids and, make dinner for my family and blah, blah." Go, "Great question. Let's talk about what that would look like." So we laid out what it would look like. She built the business that she wanted to build for herself. She was very clear at her non-negotiables, and she had the best year she ever had in her life last year. Best year ever. She went on an RV trip, and she was closing deals. Like deals were closing for her. Like I think it was a 6-week RV trip. Like things were happening, and she was doing phenomenally well. In fact, she won our Client of the Year award last year because she made it very clear. This is what I want my business to look like. These are my non-negotiables. So you ask better questions, you get better answers. And that's what she did.
I've opened a few new spots for my 90-day program called the Inner Oasis, designed to help high-achieving women who are stuck in chronic stress and burnout to retrain their nervous system so that calm, sleep, and balance become their default, not a temporary break. I will be using a unique blend of sound healing, energy healing, and journaling. So if this is something you want support with, you can book a call at www.inneroasis.org or use the link in the description to get your personal 90-day recovery plan for free.